welcome back to my channel, TLCKP. Welcome if you are new. I am Tammy and we are a family of 5 on a journey to pay off just over £20,000 worth of debt. So today I'm going to do a video that I haven't done before. This is walking you through my May budget from like the income that I know is coming in. So obviously if I get anything from surveys or selling anything, then obviously that would be extra income. So today I'm going to talk you through those. So 1 second. So I do have a problem with writing things down. So I have actually printed out my little Google Sheets document that I created. So here it is, just here. So I am going to zoom you in because I don't think you're going to be able to see this. So here we go. So I'm going to start with, let's start with my NatWest tracker, if you like. So this is my NatWest budget. So this is where all monies goes in. So let's just zoom you in so you can see. Let's just move you so you can see. Right. So this is week 1 of our budget and it runs from the 8th to the 15th of May. So you can see here, so we get universal credit comes in on the 8th of this month anyway. I believe next month it will come in on the 6th because the 8th is a Sunday, I believe. Anyway, so we will get in £2,157.73p. Then we will receive child benefit on the 13th. So we get it weekly on a Tuesday. And that is $43.30. That is for 2 children. So that gives us a total of predicted income for week 1 of £2,201.03 coming into NatWest. Then we move down to the expenses in NatWest. So on the 8th, I will send £1,754.52p over to Monzo. Then we have our TV license coming out, which is £15. Our electric direct debit is £135. Now, this is high because, well, electric is high, and 2, we have an electric car. So hence why I think I mentioned this in one of my previous videos. It might have even been my week 3 video. This is why you don't ever see petrol or anything like that, because we have an electric car, so we just charge it at home. So we have an electric car tariff through British Gas, and so yeah. So I am actually going to get a pen so I can actually do this. All right, and then you don't see my big fingers in the way because it looks very big on the screen. Anyway, right, and then then we're going to have the NatWest charges go out. Now, when I say charges, I mean like interest for having an overdraft, because I do have an overdraft of £250, and which I'm not even concerned about trying to clear at the moment. I mean, it's marginal amount of money that we pay per month, so yeah. But yeah, I do like to, it's certainly not £10. I mean, it used to be, I just have never changed it. And then we have the account fee for having a rewards account. So I think it's about £4 something usually each month, round about there. So the leftover just gets rolled into the budget, and you know, just helps with the overdraft eventually, you know. And this is why you'll only see almost whole numbers on the things that go out. So yeah, so Sky, we only have Freeview Sky, so basically nothing. I mean, we do have streaming services, but Sky, we just have Freeview, so it just gives us the ability to record shows like on Freeview channels, and that's just £5 a month. And I also have an app on my phone called Viewers Logic, and that unfortunately only works with Sky, Virgin, and then certain TVs. I think it worked with Samsung TV Plus, although whenever we've had we used to have a Samsung TV and it didn't work with that. So yeah. Also, if you have an LG TV and a couple of other things. So yeah. Anyway, so we keep that Sky. We pay £5 a month. We get to record things And we also get the rewards from the app, so yeah, which they pay out in Amazon vouchers, so it's actually quite helpful. There's a lot of things I buy for my Etsy shop come from Amazon and some other places, so yeah, so it does help. Then we have postcode lottery, which I'm budgeting £13. I believe this is now £12.25, I want to say. So yeah, so just a little bit extra on that one. We have occasionally won small amounts off of this. Not drastic, but it is like the lottery, so yeah. It's just something we do. We also do Omaze, but you'll see that in a minute. Then our council tax. We do receive council tax benefit, and we are... I believe we're band C, and then we're brought down to band B just due to the disability discount because I'm in a wheelchair. So yeah, our council tax, our council, you have to pay a certain amount towards your council tax, and ours we do over 10 months. So this month it is £37. I think it was a little bit more last month. Anyway, and then on the 13th, and yeah, these dates are all a bit mixed up, but yeah, the 13th, obviously, we'll send the 43.30 over to Monzo because we would have left what we need in NatWest behind. So there's a bill total of £2,012.82, leaving £188.21, and nothing goes out of NatWest. So yeah. So then we move on to week 2, which starts on the 16th of April. Sorry, let's just get you in shot. 16th of May, sorry, which is a Friday. So Friday, Friday the 16th. So till the Friday the 23rd. Yeah, I do 8-day budgets. So yeah. So on the 19th, hubby's carers allowance comes in, which is $333.20, and it comes into NatWest. So yeah, it is NatWest is in my name only, but all monies basically goes into that, and some household bills go out of that, some go out of our, and we do have a joint account on Monzo where the rest of our household bills goes out. Again, you'll see that in a minute. So then on the 20th, we'll get child benefit in for $43.30. Yes, I'm just checking that I got the dates right. And then on the 23rd, because it's bank holiday on the 26th, I get my PIP in, which is £441.60, and of course we're rolling over £188.21, which gives us £1,006.31. Then we send carers allowance over to Monzo, $333.20. Sky Mobile goes out, which is Big K's mobile phone and my tablet that you see me do my the updates on. That is what was I going to say? That is not a lot a month, and it was like a loan, so to speak. I did that in inverted commas. Don't know if you can see. Yeah, I think it's due to end like next year. It was over like something stupid, like 4 years or something. But yeah, I think that's due to end next year, so that will finish. And then Big C's phone bill goes out, $47.50. Then we've got so she gets paid at the end of the month, so she'll pay me then. Then we send over child benefit on the 20th, $43.30, and PIP on the 23rd for $41.60, which gives a bill total of $920.10, leaving us $86.21 to roll over. Then we've got, and then we just have, yes. So, oh dear, sorry, I keep forgetting that you're not in shot, or do it if you were in shot just now. Right, anyway, right, so we've got $43.30 going in on, so this budget goes from the Saturday the 24th to Saturday the 31st of May. So then we've got child benefit going in on the 27th, on the Tuesday, which will be $43.30, rollover of $86.21, and Big C paying her mobile phone bill $47. Although I've allowed for $47.50, I think it is closer to $47. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it is what it is. Then we've got we're sending over to Monzo on the that should say the 27th. 43.30 from child benefit, and my phone bill goes out at 48. So yeah, that is actually quite cheap because mine was in the 60s. So yeah, well, 50 odd pounds. Then the last week of our May budget runs from the 1st to the 7th. So the 1st is the Sunday, the 7th is a Saturday. So it is just a 7-day budget for this one. So yeah, then we've got child benefit going in on the 3rd, which gives us 43.30. Rollover of 85.21 gives us 128.51. And then if we just scroll down here, I will send the 43.30 over to Monzo on the 3rd. Well, yeah, the 3rd. So I don't know. Again, silly me, didn't write that in. And then the gas bill is 35. And Vodafone, which is actually our internet, is 44.50. And that should leave, you can just see here, £5.71, which is the buffer for the overdraft. So, yeah. So that is what I'll roll over into June's budget. So, yeah. Nice and simple. So now we will go look at Monzo, our joint account, which is a lot more complicated. There's a lot more going on this than there is on here. So here we go. So on the 8th, again, same week, 8th to the 15th of May. So on the 8th, we will receive in 17.54.52 over from NatWest and 43.30 on the 13th. We won't roll anything over. Nothing's coming in from Tony P this week. And Big K gets paid on the 8th. So he will give 91.50, which covers his phone bill and housekeeping that he gives. So then we have here. So we have our rent. Yes, this does say the 13th. Ignore that. That should be the 8th. So let's just cross that out. It should be the 8th. So this is, so our rent gets covered by Universal Credit. So we are covered under that. So yeah, so our rent goes out of $659.28. Our rent is paid for weekly. Although they charge it to the rent account weekly, we pay it monthly from Universal Credit. Anyway, so then I will pay the minimum payment on the RBS card for £28.71. We hope be roughly that. Or I think I have had the statements in, so these should be quite accurate. Anyway, so then my Ulster card will be 30.20. A very old Cabo thing. This I'm not too bothered about. We don't owe much, and down to 15. We're paying £15 a month, and you know, if we owe anything by the end of the year, we'll just clear it off. So yeah, so that goes out. Also, then we have Now TV Boost. Like I say, we do have Now TV, but this is to get it in HD quality, because we're used to that now, and I can't stand watching things in SD quality. But yeah, for £6, it's not terrible. Not considering how much we were paying Sky originally. So yeah, we're still saving money. So then MBNA, their minimum payment is £57.47. And then I have Monzo Plus on my personal account, which is £7. So yeah, and we do get some things, some sort of like some benefits for that. So yeah, right. And then we've got these here. I call them envelopes, but yeah, they're more variables and envelopes. But yeah, anyway, so this is for 2 weeks. So for 2 weeks, cash stuffing, we've got £120 for groceries. I used to play a dice game. I don't now. I may bring it back in. I'm not sure. Still considering that one. Drink will be putting £80. That gets stuffed monthly. So this one is for, that one is for 2 weeks. That is monthly, and eating out, that is monthly also, and that gets £40. So that gives us, oh, I haven't gone through these, but that gives us, so the income coming in is £1,889.32. Bill total is £803.66, leaving us £1,085.66. These amounts here total £240, which gives us £845.66 left over. Then we get here, so here we go, our variable or annuals here. So Christmas we'll be getting 80, so that is for 2 weeks. Gifts is 25, and that is also 2 weeks. Medical is £10, which is a month. Subscriptions is £80, which is 2 weeks. Like I said, I want to try and get rid of all these quickly. So if you've seen my debt update video, you'll know why I'm doing this. But anyway, personal, that is 2 weeks for us and 1 week for the kids. So I'm just going to put 2 weeks on that one. Home is, so that is for 2 weeks. And savings is for 2 weeks also. Then this week, so that totals £341, and we'll have 504.66 left over. Then our debt payments that we'll be making this week. So the reason that we do this is because when I say debt the 9th, we had a debt that was going out, one of the Samsungs that we used to have, might have been the Hoover or something, which was £19.24. So now, instead of that being over here on the bill column, it's now over here on the debt column. So that amount we just paid to the debt, part of the debt snowball, and the £83 is for some other reason I can't remember. So anyway, so that totals 102.24, and all these ones in pink are debts apart from this one, because anything in there will go to debt if we've got any debt left over eventually. But yeah, anyway, so that gives us, that totals 102.24, which leaves us 402.42 left over. And we're just putting £5 into the emergency fund, which is a week. And that leaves us 397.42 to roll over into week 2. Right, so now we are on week 2, which is the 16th to the 23rd of May. So on the 19th, we will receive... Oh, I think that one might be wrong. That should be... I think that should be different. Yeah, that should be 333.20. So anyway, so that will be 333.20. So let's just change it there for now. Anyway, so yeah, 333.20 on the 19th. From NatWest. On the 20th, it will be 43.30, and on the 23rd, 441.60. So this is carers allowance, child benefit, and PIP. Our rollover from week 1 is 397.42. Any monies that we get in from side hustle will be put over here. Tiny P's Monzo pot will be up to £5, so we can withdraw that and cash stuff it in week 2. And Big K will be, so his pay comes in at the very end of this budget, and his previous pay went in on the 8th. So yeah, he gets paid every 2 weeks. So this is just for housekeeping this week. So yeah. And then if he puts any money towards savings, that'll be part of the cash stuffing and his savings, obviously not ours. So then this week we have YouTube Premium going out of $19.99. Oh, I forgot to say, the income total is $12.67.52. Right, Netflix is gone up by like £2 a month, I believe. So now that's $12.99 a month, and my Cricket subscription is $7.99 a month. So that totals, let's move this up, here we go. That totals £40.97. Nice low bill week for us. Leaves us $12.26.55. Nothing going out for savings or groceries or any of the envelopes, because we accounted for that in week 1. So then we've got just the kids here. So that is a week. And that is just £6, so £3 each for them. Then we've got the money going into debt. Again, the 40, I can't remember what that's about. This one here is from my old NatWest salon. And this one here is from a different Samsung product. Can't remember what that is. Anyway, so yeah. So our total debt will be $231.61, leaving us $988.94. And just the the emergency fund going out, which is weekly, and that is £5. So that gives us, going over to week 3, $983.94. So yeah. So this month I wanted to just get rid of all the I wanted to try and get rid of the savings things and stuff like that, so we can really push into Christmas. So that's why we've done it like this. But anyway, so week 3 runs from the 24th to the 31st of May. The 29th, we are bringing in 43.30 from NatWest, which is child benefit. Our rollover from week 2 was 983.94, and that is all the income we're expecting to bring in, which is a total of 1,027.24. Then we've got Club Card Plus, which goes out as a card payment. It's like a continuous card payment. That is $7.99. Then we've got hubby's phone bill, which is about $32.35, thereabouts. I always do precise amounts for Monzo, because we don't have an overdraft or anything. So yeah. That should be $32.35. Our water bill, so Essex and Suffolk, is £48. That'll give you an idea of which part of the country we live in, but yeah. Our home insurance is $22.28. That is actually a lot less than it was. So you're going to have to excuse the dates here, because these are from previous months and I've just copied over things. Microsoft 365, it's $8.49. And the M&S credit card, which we were originally going to pay on the 13th. That's why it's here. It's only because the bill doesn't get produced until this point in the month, is $90.80 is what we're planning on paying them. Fingers crossed that's what it'll be. Then we've got our groceries bill. So for this is for 2 weeks. So we are really low in our cupboard, so we need to do a much higher grocery shop in one of these weeks. So we are doing 120 in 1 week and just 60 in the other week. So yeah. So it's just 180 going into that. Leaves us 637.33. Then we've got Christmas, which we're putting 150 into. So that is 75 a week, because we would have finished paying for all savings apart from subscriptions, and I think that's the last week for subscriptions. That's why it's only 20. Gifts is 2 weeks. Medical is nothing, because that's monthly. Subscriptions, that is, I think that's only 1 week's worth there. Personal is 2 weeks, and home is 2 weeks. So yeah, we're low on home stuff, which is why it's more this month. Then we've got, so that is totals £231, leaving us 406.33. Then we've got more debt. We've got 121.73 total there. That was our Samsung washing machine. Total 121.73, obviously. One moment. Apologies about that. I just had to take a medication. Right, so yes, so we've got 121.73 going to debt that week, which leaves us 284.60. Then it's just the emergency fund of £5, excuse me, which leaves us £269.60, just there. I will say the penny challenge I'm actually doing through Monzo, like a thing, and they put you into a £10,000 draw at the end, and I think mine finishes on the 12th of January, and that just comes out of surveys. I just pay for that using any survey money that I make. So yeah. Right. So then the 4th and final week of the month runs from the 1st to the 7th of June. And then, so that actually, it finishes on a Saturday. So the 8th is actually a Sunday. So we actually get money in on the 6th. So the universal credit actually comes in again on the 6th of June. But I won't start the budget until the Sunday, the 8th. So yeah. So we get, on the 3rd, we get child benefit of $43.30 coming in from NatWest. Got the rollover of $279.60. Tiny P will have had enough for £5, so I can stuff that in cash. And then Big K gets paid on the 5th, so it just falls within this budget. So anything that falls, even if we got carer's allowance or PIP of £300-400 on the 6th or 7th, it would still count as this budget. I would not roll it over into the next budget. It's just the way it works for us. It's a zero-based budget. So on the 7th, the end of the 7th, we have 0 left. That is just the way we do it. I used to do it differently, but this seems to work better. It is what it is. And of course, carer's allowance and PIP gets paid for weekly. So there are occasions, I don't think it's soon, but there will be occasions of where we get 2 lots of, I think it might not be until October, where we get 2 lots of carer's allowance in one budget period. So yeah, between the 8th and the 7th. So yeah. So we never get it in the same date twice, if you like. Anyway, so all of that totals $419.40. So then here is Omaze, like I said. So we do that in postcode lottery, and that is it. And that comes out around about the 1st. And that is £10 a month. Then we have Now TV, which is $9.99. We have a insurance thing through Currys, which is £4.05, which again, I just side hustle that. So yeah, it comes out of this, but we will do side hustles throughout the month. So I will get like do surveys and things like that throughout the month. So £4 is relatively easy. Like I said, prolific, brilliant. If I can find a referral link, I will list it in the description box because it's great. It's brilliant. Anyway, and then we've got Barclaycard going out on around about the 6th. As soon as the bill is due, then I'll pay it. As soon as they do it. Statement is released. So yeah. As soon as they release the statement, then I will do it then. They won't get paid. I think the due date to be paid is later on in the month, but I always do it as soon as the statement is released. So yeah, that should be around about £89.40. We'll see. Well, that might be a bit more this month because, anyway, check out my debt update video for more info on that. Anyway, nothing going to groceries or anything like that. So we had bill total of £113.44, leaving us £305.96. Nothing in that. We've got just £6 going into the kids' pots on Monzo. That leaves us £299.96. £5 going to the emergency fund, and what's left over goes to debt, which totals £294.96. So that is the plan for this month for our May budget. So let me just show you how we are breaking some of that down. So these are my little cash sheets. So this is week 1. So this is what I look at when I do my cash stuffings. So we know that Sister One in week 1 will have a total of £20. I think she's £5, and then we're adding 15 to, yeah. Christmas is getting 40, so that takes adults up to 60. Tiny P will now have £3 in her pot on Monzo. Subscriptions will be finishing stuffing Canva and putting £20 in doorbell, and then we'll be finishing school. So £40 will be going to school. We won't be putting anything into BK that week. And then, yeah, so total of 350 going in. This is just the quantities. Difficult, though, when I'm going through a cash bank to get the monies out because I don't have time. But, yeah, anyway. So then this is week 2, so 210 in week 2. Sister One is getting £10, makes it 30. Adults gets 40, makes it 100. Subscriptions getting 40, takes doorbell up to 60. Tiny P we'll be getting another 3, which takes it up to 6. So we'll be able to withdraw a 5, which is here. Leaves her £1 in her account. And then savings, Big K, 18th is getting fully funded. So that'll be 120. And that'll be done for that. So then week 3, I don't know where I have it in big bold letters here, but I think just to remind me. So again, a bigger cash stuff this month entirely, just to try and get things out of the way. So groceries, we'll be getting 120 that week. I think we're doing it that week. Christmas is getting 75, which takes adults up to 175. So that'll be adults done, I believe. Gifts will be 15, and that'll be starting on my birthday, which is in September. me and hubby's, obviously. Subscriptions, that is just the last 20. That's why that's only getting 20 that week. Big K, I'm hoping he's going to save 35 anyway. We will see. Tiny P won't be getting anything because she'll only have, well, I've added 3, gives her a total of 4, so she won't get any. We won't draw any cash out for her that week. Home, just £5. So yeah. So, but this total will depend on what Big K adds because that's still liable to change. And then in week 4, just 60 into groceries, 75 again into Christmas, which give, yeah, so that would have been adults done on week 3. Puts kids up to 75. Gifts will be getting 10. That puts me up to 25. Me and hubby 5. Tiny P will be getting 5. So she'll have 2 left. Home 5 and Big K, well, depending on what he does save. And that's everything. So that is everything. So let me just zoom you back out so you're not so far. Oh dear. Right, there we go. Okay, so that is everything. So I hope this has been useful to you. This is a big savings month for us. We are saving quite a bit this month. We would usually be putting more to debt. But I did want to get rid of some things and get onto it where I can just throw everything at the debt. So I do want to speed up our savings. And I think I mentioned in my debt update video, maybe in a previous video. Also, we are going to Centre Parks this year in November, so we need to save up the money for that. So as soon as we've fully funded Christmas, which should be, I'm hoping, July now. I'm really hoping it'll be done in July. I will figure that out in my July budget when I write that one. I haven't done that one yet. I have done June's, but I haven't done July's just yet. Anyway, so yeah, so we are going to need to save for that. Then once that's out of the way, we are going to be putting everything towards the debt and just going full throttle into it. If we want it done by the end of the year, we've got to go hammer and tong. We've got to go crazy. So yeah, so that's the goals. And this is a new type of video for me, so I do hope you've enjoyed it and it's not been too long and boring and chatty. Anyway, let me know. Yeah, if I can find a referral link for Prolific, I will put it in the description box below. I believe they've got a waiting list at the moment, but well worth it. Well worth it. But yeah, as always, all other links are in the description box below, including to my Etsy shop. I will be adding some new products to Etsy, but I will do a video on here first, so I can just run you through them all first, and then I can link that to the Etsy shop too. So, thank you so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, share to anyone you think it will help. And I will see you again in my next video, which will be my cash stuffing. So for week 1 of May. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.